Okay, so in the last part, we're going to discuss multiplying and dividing fractions, which is we can discuss in under maybe say 2 minutes, under 5 minutes, we can discuss this idea. To multiply fractions, I want you to write this rule down. When multiplying fractions, we do so by multiplying the numerator by the numerator and the denominator by the denominator. So let's do an example. 1 over 2 times 2 over 4. You multiply numerator by numerator over denominator by denominator, and you get 2 over 8. That's how you multiply fractions. When you are dividing fractions, this is what you do. So let's say I have 1 over 2 divided by 2 over 4. Very, very simple. You take the first fraction, you change the division sign to a multiplication sign, and your second fraction, you swap the numerator and the denominator. So you get 4 over 2. And now what can you do? You apply the rules that we've learned for multiplying fractions. So it'll be 1 times 4 over 2 times 2, which gives you 4 over 4, which is equal to 1. Right? If I have to state this more formally, whenever you're dividing fractions, you multiply the first fraction by the reciprocal of the second fraction, right? And you then multiply both the fractions together. So it's very simple. Reciprocal basically means the word reciprocal. Reciprocal means you swap the numerator and denominator. Swap numerator and denominator. That's basically what it means. So you're taking the number from the numerator and putting it into the denominator, and you're taking the number in the denominator and putting it by the numerator. Very simple. Very, very simple. So that's the basic idea for multiplying and dividing fractions. So it's not a very complicated idea, but it's necessary that we understand this. So now if you just start to link everything that we've learned so far, sometimes what can happen is you could be given an example like let's say 2.5 times, or 2.5 divided by 5 over 4. Now can you see, now we have to understand how to convert from a mixed fraction to an improper fraction. So 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5 over 2. Then you have to multiply by what? The reciprocal of the second fraction, which is 4 over 5. Now we can multiply numerator by numerator and denominator by denominator. So it'll be 5 times 4, which is 20, and 2 times 5, which is 10, which gives you 2. Can you see that? So this is why we can just start linking examples. You could be given another example like 1 over 2 plus 5 over 2, right? And then this is equal to 5 over 2 plus 5 over 2, which is equal to 5 plus 5 is 10 over 2, which is equal to 5. Can you see that? So this is how we can start merging all of these ideas together, and we can solve these more complicated questions. So these ideas on their own are simple, but when we start dealing with more longer format questions, you need to understand them individually in order for you to be able to solve the more miscellaneous questions where we start mixing them with other topics. Right? But for now, you basically have everything that you need to solve fractions. In the last part, we will discuss the properties of fractions, and these are tools that you can use to solve any fraction question that you're given. There's 2 that I will not discuss, but that will be discussed in next year. So yes, that's about it for this video.